Earlier, we told you that despite the court order restraining security agencies from arresting the governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, over what the judge described as trumped-up charges, a group insists that there's still a secret plot to go against that directive and arrest the governor of the Apex Bank. And to talk more on this, I have joining me a lawyer, Ufeli. Mr. Ufeli, thank you for joining us. Let's take two questions in one. First, what is the position of the law on this matter? Is it that the injunction restraining his arrest has expired? That's one. And two, do you agree with people who, on one hand, think that if the CBN governor's hands were clean, he wouldn't have gone to the court?
Yes, ordinarily speaking, when a law enforcement agent suspects that a person has committed an offense or is likely to commit an offense, once there's reasonable suspicion under the law, it is actually clear that the law enforcement agency under the law have the powers backed by the Constitution to make arrests. That is the general rule, and that is the position where there's reasonable suspicion. However, in some cases, the law enforcement agency also abuse this power because what is reasonable suspicion is not adequately defined by law. It is based on the discretion and the circumstances of the case, looking at what the law enforcement agency, through their investigation, have come to conclude or that have reached a conclusion that a crime has been committed or there's a likelihood to commit a crime. Okay, that is when they act. Now, on the Emefiele's case, they have made allegation that he's involved in terrorism financing and some other allegations. Now, having made these allegations, they are supposed to invite him. Okay, I understand that he was invited, and the DSS have gone ahead to also make attempts to arrest him forcefully and all that. Well, I think the issue in question that must be looked upon is that we have gotten to a stage where the court is now involved and the court has made an order. And that order should be respected because the DSS, they are not above the law. Even the suspects, I mean, the CBN governor is not also above the law. But the DSS must also respect the fact that the fundamental right of the suspect is critical in situations like this. If there's a reasonable suspicion, that should be backed up with concrete evidence and then having face the charges they have come up with. But if this is a political move or this is some kind of trump-up charges that is orchestrated in bad faith, that is when I will fault the DSS and the DSS move because there's a substituting court order. And one of the things we have asked that should be discouraged in this country is where people flout court orders. And once the court has made certain order, the DSS need not continue their witch hunt or in their persistent and their consistent, forceful way to flout the orders of the court and get the CBN governor arrested. If truly he has committed an offense, definitely they must wait until that order has been vacated. What I think the DSS should do is to file an action to have the order vacated. That is what they should do.
Thank you very much for sharing these insights with us at this time. Ufeli is a lawyer. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 10.